You look up at the moon, right? It's always there. But here's a bit of a head-scratcher. We only ever see the one side,
Yeah, always the same face looking back at us.
never the other side. Why is that?
Well, it's down to this thing called tidal locking. Basically, the moon spins on its axis at pretty much the exact same rate it orbits the Earth.
Oh, okay, so it's like they're locked together, rotation and orbit perfectly synced.
Exactly. A kind of gravitational dance, you could say. It's been like that for a very, very long time.
Makes sense. And that's why people often call the side, we don't see the dark side, isn't it?
That's the popular term, yeah. But it's a bit misleading, actually.
Misleading how?
Well, dark makes you think it never gets sunlight, but it does. The far side gets just as much sun as the near side over the course of a lunar day.
So dark just meant like unknown, hidden from view.
Precisely. Unseen from Earth, that's all. Until 1959.
Right. The Soviets, Linus 3, that was the first time we actually saw pictures of it.
That's right. And it was quite a revelation. It looked, well, quite different from the side we know.
Different how?
Much more rugged, for one, just absolutely covered in craters. And far fewer of those big, dark, smooth patches, the Maria, the seas that you see on the near side.
Fewer seas, more craters.
Yeah.
Interesting. And of course, because it was unseen for so long, it really sparked the imagination, didn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Anywhere that's hidden tends to attract speculation.
And our source mentions some of those ideas. Some pretty wild ones.
It does. Things like alleged alien bases hidden away or secret NASA findings they weren't telling us about. Even the idea that the moon itself might be artificial.
Yeah, you hear that stuff? But the source is clear, right? Science hasn't found any actual evidence for these kinds of claims.
No, not at all. But it's fascinating, isn't it, how the unknown works on the human mind. We have this urge to fill in the blanks, especially when something's hidden.
It drives myths, but also exploration, I guess. Which brings us to China's mission, Chain 4.
Yes. Change 4 in 2019, that was huge. The very first successful landing on the far side.
A real game changer, actually putting a rover down on that terrain.
Absolutely. Suddenly, we weren't just looking at photos from orbit. We were there, studying the rocks, the geology, directly. It started turning speculation into actual, ground truth.
Moving from mystery to science. But, the source ends with that intriguing question.
Which one?
Are we just not seeing something? Or is there something they don't want us to see? It still plays on that hidden aspect.
It does tap into that lingering sense of mystery. But scientifically, the differences we do see, like fewer Maria, are likely down to geology. Maybe the crust is thicker, or it cooled differently without Earth's strong tidal pull influencing volcanic flows quite as much.
Right, plausible explanation. So wrapping up, the far side is geologically distinct, more craters, fewer seas, probably due to its unique history.
Exactly. And while those more sensational theories about secrets and aliens are compelling stories, they're not backed by the scientific data we have so far.
But that landing, Change 4, that's just the beginning of really exploring it, isn't it?
Definitely. There's still so much to learn from the far side. It holds clues about the moon's formation, the history of impacts in the solar system. It's a whole other world, really.
Yeah. It makes you think, what other unseen places are out there just waiting for us to take a closer look? Something to ponder. Thanks for diving into this with us.